I just won HOH, which means I am getting treated to Wendy's and I get a +1. So I'm gonna take my sister Jenny, who is also a good ally of mine in this house, and I decided to take her because she watches religiously as well and she loves Wendy's. So let's go get the Wendy's and we'll discuss what we think afterwards. Okay, so what do you think you're gonna get, Jenny?
Definitely something like bacon.
Bacon's your fave?
Yeah.
I personally always go for the Dave single.
Oh yeah, Dave single plus bacon does sound good.
Oh, do you add bacon on?
Oh, I add bacon.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's actually a coupon too, you can dine, so.
We'll probably be doing that.
Yeah.
Since Wendy's isn't actually sponsoring us.
I'm kind of inspired. They always do like the frozen lemonade or like strawberry lemonade.
Yeah, I got one like 2 weeks ago because of that.
Bit of a splurge, but you know, when in Rome.
Went at Wendy's.
All right, let's get it.
And of course, we'll be having a Frosty on top.
Ooh, okay. Ballers.
Oh, what can I get for you?
Just got our food and they gave me a strawberry lemonade even though I ordered a Diet Coke. And I'm okay with it because once I saw Jenny's, I wanted it as well, so. Welcome to today's video. I'm here with my sister Jenny. We are both big Brother Canada fans.
BBF.
Yeah, BBF. And we thought it would be a really fun idea to have a sort of Wendy's date like they do on the show. So we just picked up our Wendy's and we're gonna discuss details about the show and just kind of like what happened this week in the house and who our favorite players are and maybe some like predictions on what we think might happen. So you ready for it?
Yeah.
We got our Wendy's in front of us, like hot Wendy's is on the line, so we gotta start eating this.
We're gonna crack into this.
And enjoy ourselves. Okay.
So what did you order?
I got the Dave single meal with the strawberry lemonade, as you guys just saw. And what did you get, Jenny?
I got the Dave single add bacon, fry, and strawberry lemonade.
Hopefully they didn't forget to add our bacon because we told them at the window.
It was a late addition, I forgot.
This is good.
All right, so who's your favorite player?
So are we talking in the house or are we talking like...
Favorite player leave?
Not really. I didn't even really establish a favorite player until last week, but I think I'm gonna say my top 2. I really like JC Lynn and I really like Helena.
Interesting.
That opinion did change a little bit this week. Helena's kind of going downhill for me, like I'm liking her less.
Yeah.
I just don't really agree with what she's doing. I really hope that JC Lynn can make it through another week without Gino, but...
Same. Yeah, I'd have to say JC Lynn is probably my number 1 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to think about, like, on my way here, who my favorite was.
You were prepped.
I'm definitely rooting for her.
Yeah.
She's definitely, like, really strong competitions. I think she's, like, really level-headed, and, like,
Yeah.
I like her personality. And I thought her and Gino were, like, a really cute couple.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, power couple vibe.
Yeah. She's really sweet and stuff. I don't really find her personality, like, very exciting or, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. She's sweet, but I like her because she's smart. I agree. She's level-headed, and she's, like, up there and, like, best for competitions, I would say.
Yeah, she almost won the last competition.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna grab my phone because I have notes written down on like what happened so we wouldn't forget. I wanted to discuss kind of like what happened throughout this entire week just because I felt like it was a really good week. Oh my gosh, I have so much to say about these episodes.
Lots of action this week for sure.
Yeah. Monday night, Marty nominates Betty and Josh. No shocker there, really. Well, first of all, Marty wins HOH again, which is shocking, but good for Marty, honestly.
Was that in the hanging one?
Yeah. I honestly felt bad when they made them go to like just the hanging because I felt like JC Lynn could have won that until she did that.
That's true. I was really excited to see that competition though, because I feel like recently in Canadian Big Brother, they haven't been doing very many athletic, like endurance style competitions where you kind of just have to like show your grit and just stick it out. I always really like those competitions. So I was happy to at least see that style come back.
Yeah, I agree. So he nominates Betty and Josh. No surprise there. But let's talk about the veto competition. So the veto competition is where they're laying in the graves. I thought that was the most entertaining competition they've done all season.
That was very entertaining as well. Props again to another cool competition.
Yeah, I thought that was good. And I'm just gonna say, if I was in that competition, I would literally be out with the like, worms or maggots or whatever they threw on them. Like,
that was scary.
I would be done.
I can't believe Betty like lasted because when she first got into that grave, there was thunder like going on her eyebrows. Like she was like
She was shaking.
She was quivering.
She looked like she was gonna cry.
So I can't believe she actually, like, you know, lasted that long.
Lasted with the maggots.
Yeah.
I would have been out of there. Like, literally, I'd be like, I don't care.
Oh, man.
I'd press my button and gone.
It was interesting, though, that they didn't have to just endure what was happening. There was like this counting element that was there as well, so even like, once you buzz in, you might not necessarily want to go out, and you'd have to still stay there even though you've already buzzed in.
Yeah, I am so shocked that Betty won that veto, because all game, I'm sorry, she does not seem that smart. She's
Sorry, Betty.
I really did not like Betty up until like I think it was last week when she started saying Summer, like, petty Betty is here. And like she was kind of like playing a joke on her and stuff.
Yeah.
It started to grow on me a little bit more, but I just didn't think she had it in her to get so close. She was literally like 40 seconds off of 100 minutes. And when I took a bath yesterday, I put a little hair mask in, and it says to leave it in for 7 minutes. So I'm okay, I'm gonna try to count for 7 minutes, and I just got bored and gave up at like 3. I cannot believe that they counted to 100 minutes.
100 minutes. Mm-hmm.
And actually got close. That's impressive.
She didn't seem to be like counting as much.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it was partly luck or she was just like, all right, these maggots, like, I've had enough. Like,
yeah. Well, I feel like she maybe was counting, and then when she was distracted, she's like, okay, maybe that was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going from there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, even the cold water coming in, like sitting in freezing cold water would have been like horrible. When they had the red come in, it was all bloody. It was gross. But I think they should have done that a little faster.
That was so gross. Betty wins the veto. And then, I'm sorry, but when she goes and celebrates, I was just laughing my ass off because she was so hilarious. Literally like, wow, like, take that. Like,
she was like, take that, Marty, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought her celebration was so funny. She was soaking up every single minute. So we're still in Wednesday's episode. This was like my favorite episode all week. Mom and I watched this together. We were so fired up afterwards because it was so entertaining. We have the veto competition. We have Betty celebrating. And then we have Kevin fake self-evicting.
Oh, right.
And that was pure entertainment.
That was entertainment. Yeah.
Josh's face when he was leaving the house, he's crying, literally crying so hard. And I'm like, Josh, you're really showing your cards here, bud. Being so upset that he's leaving because he's showing how attached he obviously is and committed.
And I thought Kevin was showing his cards a little bit because he literally lied to every single house guest.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And now they're gonna know how good of a liar he is.
That's actually true. I didn't even think about that, but
so I was like,
they literally lied to every single one of them. And when he was telling Gino, and then Gino goes in the diary room and he's like, I'm worried about Kevin. And they're like, okay, thanks for telling us, we'll monitor him. I'll monitor him too. That's so cute.
Gino's so cute.
I know. Poor guy. What I'm about to talk about is still in Wednesday's episode. So after all that, we have the gummy ceremony. The gummy.
Is this still in the same episode?
Yes. Yeah, it was. Because this, I think, was the ice. I was like, you can't get any better than this. I'm like, what do they have left to show? This was the icing on the cake. So who was there? Helena, Kevin, JC Lynn, Gino, and Marty. Marty's HOH. He needs to put up somebody to replace Betty because Betty used the veto on herself. It's battle of the couples. That's what Kevin described it.
Oh, and was Summer protected by at this point?
Oh yeah, Summer won some Bel Air insurance to get safety for the week, which
from Canada?
I'm sorry, but Canada?
Yeah.
What the frig? Like, Summer? We'll talk about her in a few minutes. I can tell you my opinion on her. Marty was trying to decide which couple he would put on the block because he was scared one of them was gonna flip. I cannot believe that he did this gummy thing. This is literally...
Kevin convinced him. Kevin got in his ear and then he couldn't decide. But he had it right the first time. Kevin needed to go up, but he had his persuasion skills on.
He did, but there was probably more conversations that they didn't show because when he was talking about it later on, he was saying, he's like, I was scared JC Lynn was gonna flip and I was scared that Kevin was gonna flip. So he was really scared.
Who would JC Lynn flip on though?
Kevin. If Kevin was on the block. Shoot, because like
they might, yeah.
So like maybe there was a little bit, and that's he really wasn't sure between the two of them, so that's why he went with the draw. And I can't believe Gino said that he would put his gummy in there to be in the pot as well.
It all happened so fast. I think he was
shocked.
He was kind of just pressured into it. It happened really fast, right?
Yeah. JC Lynn knew at that. When Marty pulls them all in to do this in the camera, do you remember? They're all going like this.
Oh.
And then JC Lynn.
And I take that picture and she's like,
She knew.
Yeah.
That was like so entertaining to watch, I will say.
Yeah.
McGregor.
Honestly, it just sucks because like Marty didn't even want that to happen. It happened anyways. But it was kind of his job to make sure that that didn't happen.
And he was stupid and...
Like, what was wrong with Helena? Why didn't he... Oh, because him and Helena were close.
Yeah, he said...
Because he saved Helena in the chain of
safety.
safety.
So Marty says that Helena is his number one in the house. But she says that Kevin's her number one. Also, what do you think about Marty in general?
I don't know. Mixed feelings. You know, he's a straight shooter. Very honest. He's like almost a little bit too honest. Like he's very like, yeah, you're my target. Like, you know, whatever. Or like, yeah, you were my target last week. So like, of course I expect to be on the block. Like he's very like direct. It's like a little.
It's the French in him, I think.
Yeah, it's like a little shocking / abrasive. But I think that people just kind of know he's just like an open guy.
Yeah.
I think he's relatively liked.
Yeah.
It's definitely a loose unit.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Considering the performance he put on Wednesday night, definitely a loose unit.
Yeah.
I like really wanted to like Marty at the beginning, and I still like Marty, but he just made the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Yeah.
And God bless him. Like I feel like he's just too nice to be in the house.
I think he is too nice.
I think when he leaves and he watches it, he's gonna have a hard time. He was saying he just wanted to like be okay with himself like when he leaves the house, but I think he's gonna have a hard time kind of coming out and like getting backlash for like, literally nominating Gino like 3 times.
Yeah.
Or screwing him over 3 times and like finally him leaving on his eviction. I think he's gonna have a hard time with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was not a good way for Gino to leave. I think that he could have known, Gino being on the block, that they were gonna send
I think so too.
him home. So even with the gummy bear thing, I think that like things could have shifted still.
Afterwards, I agree. I would like to know. I haven't been watching like any live feeds. I have in the past, but been too busy this week. I would be curious to know if there was more conversations that went on after the gummy bear, or if it was just like gummy bear was drawn and then nominee was put up. Hard to say though.
Yeah, it was hard to say.
If you watch the live feeds, comment down below. Let me know. That was delicious. Back to my notes. Gino gets evicted. This is Thursday, yesterday's episode. I was a little surprised that he did get evicted. I don't know, what did you think? Like I didn't think it was a for sure thing when he went up, but I thought there was a good chance, but then it kind of showed.
So who was voting? There was Kevin,
Helena,
JC Lynn, Summer. Is that it? The 4 of them?
Yeah, because Josh is on the block. Oh no, Betty.
What about Betty?
Betty votes, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin and Helena flipped. But what about, I guess Betty's closer with Josh.
Oh, yeah.
And Summer is closer with Josh too, so there's really no hope there. Yeah, I think that once Gino went up, it was just like...
Did you think for sure he was going?
Yeah, I thought there was a pretty good chance.
Yeah. I guess like I thought it was like kind of 50-50 when he went up, but it seemed like Kevin knew immediately.
Seeing it like Kevin say like, oh, you're gonna offer Gino up on a silver platter, like...
Yeah. Also, did you know that he wasn't married or that he was married? I didn't know. Has he been doing that all season? Faking his marriage? Like, I don't really get it.
I noticed that too. I haven't really heard him talk about his wife, but I noticed he talked about like his girlfriend. When he was self-evicting, he mentioned like his girlfriend, then all of a sudden he was like talking about
married.
Married.
So he's not married. He said that he, like, I don't know if he just came up with that to, because he literally said him and Marty bond about being the only married men in the house. So like, why would you why would you come into the house pretending like you're married?
What benefit is that? You're right. I don't know. I mean, it must have been the whole time though, because he had that wedding band. I think people would have noticed if he put it on partway.
Yeah. Maybe it was like something for his girlfriend to be like, I'm married. I don't just have a girlfriend. Like,
I'm sure it was calculated knowing Kevin.
Yeah. Also, thoughts on Kevin? He seems like a good time.
Kevin. He's entertaining. He's honestly, I think he has a really good shot of winning. He's been like laying in the background, like he's not on anyone's radar. He's like extremely smart. He's kind of like mischievous and like evil at the same time. Yeah, he's a bad boy. But like, that's, I mean, it is Big Brother, so
yeah,
he's definitely cut out for this game, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my opinion on Kevin. When he first came in the house, his like intro and how he was like putting on this like dumbass act. I literally was getting like the worst energy and like sickening feeling looking at him. Like I'm like, he's like sick. Like I thought like there was like something wrong with him. I just felt like deep down like he's like a criminal or something, like sick. And like just the way he looked and smiled and laughed, oh, I really was getting disgusted. But now that I think he's actually acting like himself, he's warming up to me a little bit, and I actually kind of like him, because at first I was like, get him off the screen. Like, I can't watch him.
He's ill.
Literally, like, I think he's smart. I don't know if he's as smart as he thinks he is, though.
Yeah, because he did think he got exactly the right time on the competition.
I think he's just has a huge ego.
Yeah.
And is like kind of smart.
Yeah.
So anyways, obviously I'm not going to cheer for him. Like, I'd rather like someone like JC Lynn.
Yeah.
People probably don't even consider to be a threat because of Gino.
True.
So that's what I think about Kevin. Growing on me, but still not my fave.
I wouldn't want to play with him. Let's just put it that way.
No, me either. He's like really manipulative also.
Yeah.
So Gino goes home. Yeah. Oh, to Gino. We love you, Gino.
Shout out Gino.
He's home because he's a nice guy, and you know what? He can sleep at night knowing he's the nice guy, and he's gonna have JC Lynn running out into his arms when she's done.
At least he's got that prize.
Yeah. And now it's time for a triple eviction. What was the HOH? Oh, it was like a memory comp. The HOH competition.
Was that the one that JC Lynn almost won, but Josh won?
Yeah, because Josh won. So Josh wins HOH, a memory comp where they have to do true or false.
It's a bunch of like questions. Yeah, true or false, I think.
Our girl JC Lynn almost wins.
Tied up until the
very last question. And you know what? You can tell she panicked at the last second, chose one, and I knew when it was different than Josh's, she lost, which sucks because it would be a different story if she hadn't lost.
Yeah.
So Josh wins HOH by 1 point. I have that in my notes. Josh wins HOH by 1 point versus JC Lynn.
By the skin of his teeth.
So he nominates 3 people, which I was kind of confused about. I thought it was going to be a full week twice, like when they do triple eviction, because I think that's how they do it in the US version. I've never watched the Canadian version when they've had the triple eviction. He is directed to nominate 3 nominees. So he nominates Marty, JC Lynn, and Summer.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
It didn't cross my mind that was like strange when he first did it.
Because like they're on the same side of the house for sure.
Yeah. So when he does that, Summer, like when they like go off to do like the commercial, Summer's like, why did you put me up? I'm done. Also, I do not like Summer. What do you think?
I do.
You do?
In a way, like I like her at like 70%. I think she's like really like entertaining. She's very like articulate. Like she's fun to watch.
You think she's articulate? Oh my god.
Yeah, she literally speaks with like a lot of articulation. And like, yeah, I don't even know. I can't even impersonate her.
But she's like slow. Like she talks so slow, and I think it's because she doesn't know what she was gonna say.
Yeah, I just like I feel like she has like for the most part good energy. Like I think that she'd be a fun person to hang out with outside of the Big Brother house.
Yeah. I think she's nice.
But like I don't like the way that she's been campaigning. Basically saying like no campaign, like no deals.
I'm not gonna make any promises.
No promises, like kiss my ass. I just think that's like she's lucky to be in the house.
Yeah, you can't play Big Brother like that.
And then her ends like like at the finale or whatever that ceremony, she's just like literally kiss my ass.
Like,
not waste my breath. That was rude.
Like, I'm sorry, Summer. You're on the fucking block.
Yeah,
girl.
exactly.
Like, you're on the block. Yeah. Like, hold your mouth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Anyways.
I thought that was disrespectful. For sure.
Yeah. I just don't really like her. I find she's annoying, the way she talks. Like, she'll be like, police. Like, she like, will like,
police.
But like, it's like, police. Like, she like, she doesn't say like half the word, and she like finishes the end. Anyway, she's been getting a little too much screen time for me.
She has been getting a lot of screen time.
So
I can see that she's like should be an acquired taste.
Yeah, and not for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts on Summer. Sorry, Summer, if you ever see this, girl. It's not personal. Okay. Yeah, so I have Summer yelling at Josh. She's like, you put me up. You put me at risk, my guy. I don't like what she says, my guy. I don't know, it just annoys me.
Yeah, so she goes off on Josh, which
Yes.
I think is like fair.
Yeah.
Because they definitely are on the same, like Kevin, Helena.
I know. Well, at first I was like, she's the only one left. But I forgot about the other two.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really bizarre. I didn't know. I guess I kind of knew they had a little bit of relationship with it, but I didn't think Josh would be like loyal to Kevin and Helena
And put
over.
Summer, yeah. So then we go into POV.
Right, POV. Okay.
So this was like an interesting competition, and we actually didn't see all of it.
No.
No, they started like partway
Oh,
through.
okay.
Our girl JC Lynn wins the veto. She did it for her boy G, I'd say.
Yep.
And I was really excited for her.
I do think that JC Lynn, if she hadn't won that competition, would have been out the door.
I agree. JC Lynn would have been going out to see her boy Gino.
Also, I didn't realize she was a figure skater. She mentioned that in one of her interviews.
Excuse me.
I think when
Yeah,
they were
she
doing
did.
the hanging one.
Yeah.
Definitely like makes sense. I see her being like a really good athlete and like,
Yeah, you can tell she's like strong.
yeah, thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Very Canadian of her.
That is very Canadian. She takes herself off the block, obviously. And then my next note is Summer's speech is so annoying. I think Jenny kind of talked about it before, where she's just like, you guys can kiss my ass. Like,
I have nothing to say. Just not wasting my breath.
Marty-
JC Lynn comes off.
Jason Lynn comes off, and then
Replacement nominee.
Betty goes up, right?
Betty. By Josh.
Okay, were you shocked or were you shocked?
Yeah, I was shocked. They're supposed to be like, they're supposed to
Best
be a duo. They're
friends,
supposed to be a duo.
So why did he do that? Do you think they thought that the other ones wouldn't vote her out? I cannot wait to see next week's episode. There's gonna be
No.
some good.
I mean, if you're gonna put someone up on the block, they are very much at risk going home.
Yeah.
Especially like, I don't know if they had time to talk about who they're voting out.
Oh, I know why I thought this. Why he might have done it. So we obviously saw Summer like freaking out at Josh, being so mad. So I wonder if Josh was like, okay, I really want Summer to go now, that because she's so pissed at me. There's no way I can recover from this. So maybe he put Betty up to ensure that the other ones would send the other two home. I don't know.
It's still risky if you're not the one voting. Like if you're depending on other people.
Yeah.
Like I would say Betty's gonna be shocked. Well, Betty probably was shocked. Although
Yeah.
it didn't like really show that much.
No, we'll see it next week, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay,
So loyalties are with Helena and Kevin. That's shocking. I know they have like are they part of the ghosts together?
they,
Crash dummies.
the two of them are the ghosts.
Okay.
And then they had the crash test dummies with Marty, I think.
Was it with Josh? There's so many
I don't know.
alliances. They're hard to keep track.
I saw on Twitter this like chart of like all the alliances.
We need the chart.
Okay.
Anyways, I know they were part of some alliance
Yeah.
together, but I didn't realize how loyal Josh was.
He's shown his cards about.
Yeah, really though. And also I was surprised that 2 people out of 3 people were just going home. Just like that.
I know. I wasn't expecting 2 to go home. Like,
yeah, me neither.
I thought they would maybe vote 1 and then like do another competition and
thought-
then vote 1 to another one.
I thought when 3 people got nominated, 1 person was still gonna go home, but 3 people are gonna be at risk on the block. That's how I thought it was gonna work.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But yeah, 2 people just like that.
Gone.
Like, a bunch of people gone
Cut
this week.
within like an hour.
Yeah. Gino.
Marty,
Summer.
When Marty and Summer go out on the stage and Summer says like, does her nasty little speech like, kiss me.
Yeah.
She goes out and she's like, oh, like I'm excited.
And she's like, this won't be the last time you see me on TV.
Yeah, Mom was like, because I watched it with Mom at home. She's like, I think Summer thinks that she's like gonna have like more of a
Deals
like,
after.
she's getting like brand deals and like all this
Yeah.
stuff, and that's why she's being so nice to Arissa, and like she thinks
True.
like Canada loves her because of that insurance thing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I would not vote for her
To win.
for anything.
Yeah. Jesse would not be influenced by anything from Summer, so
No.
don't even try.
Sorry, Summer. So I thought that was a hot take from Mom.
Yeah.
So.
And then Marty was just like,
Marty was just like sad.
Yeah.
I think he was still sad from like Gino being voted out and
being blindsided.
yeah, he's just kind of probably has a wide range of emotions and
Yeah.
anyway,
He probably, that's a bad note for him to leave on.
definitely. So I have some questions written down. So I was gonna ask who our favorite house guests were, but we already did that at the beginning. Who do you want to win?
I think I'm definitely rooting for JC Lynn. I think, yeah, she's a strong competitor. I think she's like level-headed. I think she's like good at the game, and I generally like her. Like, I don't find her annoying.
She's not giving any like summer speeches.
No,
Yeah.
no, she's good.
I agree. I want JC Lynn number 1 or Helena number 2, and then after that, I don't
know.
really care.
That is not my favorite. Josh isn't my favorite either. I don't know if it's because we haven't seen like that much screen time of
Betty.
him.
I honestly, it's hard with Betty.
It's hard.
It's hard, but I'll give it to her. She's still there. She did win one veto.
She won a competition. I mean, same with Helena though. I don't know. Helena, I think she like wants to be bad, but she like pretends to be good still. Like, she's kind of got this like sooky like look about her.
Yeah.
Like a whininess almost.
I know what you mean.
I don't know if it's just like
it's
the look on her
It's the
face.
facial expression that she does. And Josh does it too, but his is like more distressed. You've never noticed that?
He is distressed.
He always does his distressed face. It's always...
He has like, I think
he's cute, but
he's an emotional guy. Like, he's been crying like left, right, and center. Like, he's just...
I like Josh as a player, or like as a person, but I don't know. I don't really want him to win for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be the screen time.
Yeah, I just don't think he's that entertaining.
It's possible.
But I do like him.
I think predictions though.
Okay, yeah. Next question. Who do you think will actually win?
I think Kevin has it.
But he hasn't even won any comps, has he?
No, but I just feel like he's controlling the house.
He is controlling the house.
I can see like, I just feel like this happens where like someone pulls out like a really good win at the end, like someone like Betty or Summer, and then people like them so they end up voting for them, but like...
I think Josh might win. I think he has the best shot at this point. He won one competition.
I mean, he just won this one.
HOH.
I think he does well because he has good memory. I think he's like physically pretty fit.
Yeah.
As well. I can see him winning as well. I just hope that we see more from him so it like feels better.
Yeah. So one thing else I want to point out is when people talk about comp wins, whenever they're pleading their cases at the end, sometimes a player will make it to the end and they will end up with like 3 comp wins, but they're at like the end of the game. And it's like, there's 4 people in the game. I'm like, well, somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like those comp wins should weigh less on the scale, but I don't know if like, house guests think about that.
It's hard to say that because there's less people playing, but the stakes are higher.
That's true.
The power is more important at the end, so I think that's probably why they're all regarded kind of the same. But you're right, having less people,
The odds.
it's easier to win.
The odds are so much easier compared to when you think about Marty winning 3 HOHs at the beginning, basically, of the game. That's actually very impressive in my eyes. It's shocking to see how well he did.
Yeah.
Honestly, was cheering for Marty because of New Brunswick also, and B,
New Brunswick boy.
felt a little like home, and he always wears these like little New Brunswick beer shirts.
I noticed that.
I thought that was so cute.
Yeah.
Repping his
506. Yeah. Drink
So.
local, East Coast lifestyle.
Yeah. You think Kevin's gonna win? I think Josh is gonna win. We'll see.
But we hope JC Lynn.
But we both agree with JC Lynn.
Yeah.
Last question: who is playing the best game?
I think Kevin is playing the best game.
I think so too. Socially,
Yeah, he seems very like in control. Like everyone else, he seems to be on offense when other people are on defense.
yeah. Betty's been on defense the entire game.
And like JC Lynn and Gino, I feel like have also been on defense a little bit,
yeah.
especially getting isolated on that one vote early in the season.
Yeah.
He knew he could manipulate Marty. He did it.
And honestly, like sad. Like I felt bad when he was saying that he was manipulating him. I'm like,
Yeah, on purpose.
poor Marty. I wish I could tell him.
I know. He will end up doing well in competitions when it gets down to 5, 3, 4 players.
But he's got no competition left.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Kevin's
Yeah.
playing the best game.
Yeah.
At this point, I thought like Gino was at the beginning. Like he made that move to cut Kyle. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
That actually was a big move.
Yeah.
And that was early on in the game. He's had a few HOHs, but at the end of the day, he drew the wrong gummy and he's gone.
It sucks because like if I know this was like a tough move for JC Lynn not being able to consult about her secret
The
veto.
veto. She should have done it.
If she had used it and gotten Marty out, then that whole next thing would have never transpired.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe it would have happened in another way anyways, but
Yeah, I agree. It would have been.
Marty wouldn't have had the opportunity to gummy bear him out.
All right, that brings us to the end of our Wendy's stage. This was a lot of fun discussing our hot takes about the Big Brother Canada house guests and how we think their games are going. And I cannot wait to see who wins. Maybe we'll have to do another debriefing like this after the finale. If you guys like this.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want a debriefing at the end and if you want to join us in our next interview.
Comment down below who you think is gonna win, who you want to win, and who's playing the best game. Thanks for joining me, Jenny.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Wendy's, for the sponsor. Look forward to many more strawberry lemonades.
Not really sponsored by Wendy's.
No, but you can sponsor us if you want.
We would like a sponsor for the next video. So, anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Staring out the window, reaching for a North Star, waiting just to wake up from this nightmare where you could be right back in my arms, dancing to the limbo, stuck here in the middle. You tell me that it's simple, but I could paint 1,000 different pictures of what is wrong. But if we turn